I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a musician. I want to be a professional athlete. I want to be a writer. As kids, we were full of ambition, aspiration, and curiosity. We were stubborn, fearless to take risks, and yet entirely innocent. But as we grew older, our ambition became boredom, our curiosity became ignorance, and our dreams became mere childhood relics. What happened to us? What happened to those aspiring, motivated individuals? I can say with close to 100% certainty that school, in fact, happened. I've seen and often experienced that school and its ensuing 3 commandments of success often overwhelms us. We're forced to take AP honors level classes, get good grades, and above all, perform well on standardized tests. But rather than support our education, these commandments stray away from the true goal of learning, which is to encourage passion and to encourage exploration. As a result, school, a space for kids to learn and be creative, is really just setting us up for failure. Now hear me out. School, secondary and below, serves the purpose of teaching us skills, right? Skills to prepare us for college and life beyond. Yet, not even half of us, not even 50% of students feel positive or rather even optimistic about their college or career readiness. Why so? Because schools continue to fall short in the areas outside of academics, things that can't be measured by grades, tests, and numbers. They fail to recognize that education is more than just testing our time management skills and ability to adapt to stress, but rather it's also about self-learning and exploration, sometimes even more than academics. The product of self-learning and exploration has proven time and time again to not only help us better develop as students, but also as individuals with unique interests, unique knowledge, and unique ideas. In fact, the figure is that since 1984, student creativity has declined by 85%, and this trend continues to sharply decrease. The time and brain power kids should spend having fun, being creative, and being kids is instead spent studying for countless hours and worrying about our future, which, even for a 16-year-old, should not be a pressing subject. It makes sense that we feel that we're not prepared for college because it's not all about studying in classes. Rather, we need to learn how to be independent, how to interact with others, and how to expand our passions. It's near impossible to nurture or even develop our passions or unique capabilities when we're not given the necessary time to develop them or explore them. Now, of course, schools aren't all to blame. Students also deserve a fair share of it. In fact, as teens, we are known to waste countless hours online on our personal devices, our phones, our computers, our TVs. In fact, a study suggests that in our adolescent years from 10 to 19, students average just under 7 hours and 30 minutes of entertainment screen media a day. And this time is not spent doing schoolwork or school-related activities, but rather is spent doing things such as Snapchat, YouTube, and TikTok that mostly have no impact on our lives. Our adolescent years are such a crucial period for brain development and neuroplasticity that we simply cannot waste our time doing nothing. We must seek out ways to take risks, be creative, and have fun, both in school and outside school, through mediums that do not include on-screen entertainment or non-face-to-face interaction. So, how can we fix this? How can we restore America's youth to its rightful position in society? Well, the first step will be changing the way we teach and learn at school. Instead of relying on students' external motivators, such as grades and score, we need to start relying on their intrinsic motivators, such as passion and interest, by giving them a greater voice in what they want to learn and how. We need to decrease their time doing schoolwork and school-related activities so that we can increase their time for recess, collaboration, self-learning, and creativity. In fact, in Finland, a country well known for its unique education system that follows these principles, their students consistently finish in the top 10 in reading, science, and math for an international student assessment, while students in the US consistently finish outside the top 20. An alarming figure considering our development and rich resources. However, students also need to be held more accountable and have more pride in their education. Instead of wasting countless hours online, they need to utilize the resources available online to learn, to expand their passions, or explore their curiosities. Change will also be needed just more than just inside our physical curriculum and physical lives, but we're also going to have to change the way we think. We need to teach kids to improve rather than be proficient, to take risks rather than fear the consequences, and to experience rather than study for life. Now, I know this may seem like a lot, but it's not. In fact, not only will these simple changes allow us to stimulate creativity, increase happiness, reduce stress, and allow kids to be kids again, but also will indirectly reignite millions of bright futures as more kids will decide to follow their passions rather than be constrained by the education system and our toxic society. Although education may be our transport to the future, we are the pilots, not the passengers that can dictate anywhere we want to go. Thank you.